guys, happy Tuesday. Lauren and Ryarkuri here. What's up, guys? How you doing? Look at me being slightly prepared, and I wasn't really on time, but at least I'm here and breathing up. What's up? Oh, thanks for the bit, Kale. Burrow, what's up? No, you're fine. I like giving that kind of, sorry, I got distracted because I was looking for the reference that Kib sent me of, No, I was distracted by something else. I had some other cleaning up stuff to do after dinner, so it just took me a second to get back to what I was doing. Yeah. Hi. Good. Hey. Probably clean up this line art a little bit, because it looks... So I'm gonna try to get all the line art finished up tonight. We have Darkra's and then Lauren's for line art, and then I'll get back to color. I want to spend a ton of time on line art, just because much line art. So I learned a very important thing today. Go off with that. I found out that in order to get Espeon and Umbreon in Pokemon Go, they have to not only have 10,000 steps, like you have to have walked them 10,000 steps, but they also have to still be your buddy when you evolve them. Like, you can't take them off and then evolve them. It doesn't work like that. Which is dumb, because you can do that with Feebas, but who fucking cares, I guess. Yep, so I wasted one of my shiny Eevees, but luckily I had another one, so we'll try again another day when I've walked another thing 10,000 steps. How do you keep track of the number of steps? It says on the Pokemon, it says, you know, you've walked this Pokemon 10,000 kilometers. Would Veas abandon young that they perceive as weak? Yes, they would. When Veas have children, they bring them, like, they'll feed them, but, so they'll go, like, when they're little and are, you know, have just hatched kind of thing, they'll bring them food, but they'll slowly stop bringing enough food for all of them to encourage them to fight each other, for food. It's for a Veas, it's considered part of the process of being allowed to be an adult. You can only do the guaranteed evolve one time, and I've already done it. The naming trick only works once per evolution, so unfortunately I've already used that trick, so I can't use it for my shinies. So I have to walk them, like, the right way. Oh, yeah, it's whatever their distance is. You walk them, like, 10,000 kilometers, and then evolve them, and they become Espeon if it's daytime, and Umbreon if it's nighttime. But the problem is they still have to be your buddy when you do that, even if you go to them in your, like, your bag, and it says, if you go to your bag and it says, like, you know, oh, this Eevee has been walked 10,000 kilometers, it will still evolve into a Gen 1 Eevee if it is not your buddy when you evolve it. It's on one of the sheets I haven't uploaded yet because I still want to finish the Veas sheets, but yeah, they absolutely would do that. That's part of their culture. They have the highest infant mortality rate of any species in Lorhandle, and, like, a lot of other races are really uncomfortable with it. They're like, why do you let your children die? Everybody should have a chance, and the Veas are like, no, they fucking shouldn't, because they suck. they died and it was their fault, kind of thing. Veos are also one of the only species, I haven't decided how the Noldaru work, but they're one of the only species in Lorhandle so far that, are born pretty much fully functional. All the other ones, like, especially Jadoa, like, Jadoa have to take care of their babies for a while. Humans obviously have to take care of their babies for a while. I feel like Noldaru might have a small period of that. I haven't really decided. I was thinking about them a little bit today and trying to fill out their sheet a little bit. Deciding on stuff like, oh, you were talking about the Eevee thing. Yeah. Everyone should have a chance. They had their chance, and they... Yeah, that's pretty much how they work. I haven't decided how I want to do Noldaru, but I think for right now, they're pretty much the only ones that are like that. I just realized you were talking about something different. There were two conversations there. Yeah, so... Oh, now you know. I think I want to start posting on social media more often, because, like... I don't know. We do a lot of artwork on the channel, but, like, I haven't been posting a lot of artwork on, like, my Tumblr or my Instagram, or even, like, in the art share. I don't share that much artwork, and I kind of wish I had more to show. So, I'm kind of, like, I get these big chunks of work that I put up whenever I do commissions and finish a set of commissions, but I don't know, I kind of want to start posting more often, so I was thinking about creating a couple Lorhandle characters and, like, drawing them. I might actually flesh out that, Noldaru character I made a little bit, like, and give him a story. And I also want to do the bird kid again. I gotta draw him and give him, like, a correct design and a name and everything, and whatnot. We obviously have, Dolly and Slass. Foxtrot, what's up? How's it going? Sorry, I wasn't looking at chat for a second there. How's it going? I forgot I had my DeviantArt link on there. I don't know why. I don't really use DeviantArt anymore. I mostly just use it to look up reference and keep in touch with, like other artists. I hardly get any notes on there. I don't know why I bother with it. I'm definitely glad I didn't have Twitter on there, because I forgot Axolotl was able to do that. Hi, Subnautica. Can you maybe be a little less loud? Thanks. Yeah, DA. Yep. Yep, that's a website that exists. It's a website that exists, and it really shouldn't. Takes so long to upload one thing. Yeah, it did. It used to be a pretty decent website too before they lifted the upload restrictions and just let everybody do whatever they wanted. Now it's almost entirely non-functional. Much like Bulbapedia. The Bulbapedia website kind of sucks now too. Like, I get that they need ads in order to, like, fund themselves and, like, pay for the server and whatever, but, like, Bulbapedia sucks right now. There's so many ads that, like, it's almost unusable. I made the mistake of trying to use Bulbapedia on my phone today. That didn't work very well. Yeah, they're fun when they don't take up 50% of your screen. Like, I don't care about ads along the sides and stuff, but when they're, like, the kind that take up, like, part of the screen, that's what I do. use Bulbapedia. I'm always on Cerebi. See, okay, so I like Cerebi, but the fact that you can't right-click on anything on Cerebi is really frustrating as an artist because I sometimes need to be able to grab the sprites in order to grab color palettes off of them for stuff. And so I just never got used to using Cerebi because of that reason. I totally and 100% get and support why they don't want you to be able to use right-clicking on the website, but I have found it not as useful as Bulbapedia, although I may start using it more often because Bulbapedia now just first. Like, you can't copy on Bulbapedia. But they're always up to date on everything. I use Bulbapedia for, or not Bulbapedia, Cerebi for, I use Cerebi for all, like, my news type stuff. Like, if I want to see what's going on with the most current game, or, like, a game that's coming out, I definitely go to Cerebi first. But for stuff like grabbing sprites or checking moves and stuff, I always use Bulbapedia. I also like that Bulbapedia has the, I like that Bulbapedia has that little thing on there that shows you, like, a Pokemon's resistances and stuff. And it's all color-coded. Because I find those hard to read. Not color. Yeah, I'm thinking about maybe, I'm thinking about maybe adding some more, doing some more Lorhandle characters, maybe making a couple more. I definitely want to make, like, at least one of each, like, race. I have some ideas for a couple of them. I definitely want to update Bird Kid. That's, like, a must. Gotta update Bird. I want to give Beggardoa a name, too. Because right now, he's Bird Kid / Beggardoa, so he needs a name. I was kind of torn on whether or not I should wait to do, to create characters, until, like, I had enough, sheets done, but I think I might do a couple. Like, I still really like my businessman, Nildaru. I was listening to Pandora radio on my way home from work a couple weeks ago, and, a song from The Greatest Showman came on, and I was like, alright, well, that Nildaru now has Hugh Jackman's voice. Like, that's how I picture him now. Like, Hugh Jackman in The Greatest Showman, that's the voice that Nildaru has now. That's what he sounds like. Like, I can't unhear it. That's what he sounds like now. I had to watch that movie. My mom loved it. Like, I know it totally romanticizes everything that P.T. Barnum did, but, like, music from it's really and I would like to watch it just as, like, this is a good, fun movie about circus stuff, and it's not real kind of thing. I don't know. Did any of you guys see that movie, Showman? We watched it again for the 4th time on Sunday. Well, I guess you've seen it then. I have to say, though, I was very surprised. So the first song from that I ever heard on Pandora was the This Is Me, from the one from the actual movie, and I was like, wow, this song's really good. And it sometimes came up on Pandora, and I enjoyed that. But then one time it came up on Pandora, but it sounded different. And I was like, I recognize this singer's voice, but it's not the lady from the movie. It's somebody else. Whose voice is this? And I kept listening to it. I was like, oh my god, this is Kesha. Like, my brain just like, what? I don't think I can think of a single song where I like the cover, like the Poppy cover, almost as much as I like the original. I also completely unironically love Kesha. Watched it with Fev, it's very good. Yeah, like, I know you gotta take it with a grain of salt, because obviously P.T. Barnum was an asshole. But this is, like, the fantasy. Something's going on with your tail. I'm not in. Every now and then, Pandora tries to play some of her old music, and I'm like, Pandora, shut the fuck up. Get out of here. Stop that. This is old, worse Kesha. Give me new, better Kesha. If you're gonna play a Kesha song, play one of the new ones. I also never thought there would ever be a point in my life where I would say I like Kesha. Here I am. I don't know if you guys have ever had that moment where there was like a singer or or like a show or something that you're like, I'm never gonna like that, and then one day you did. Perspective tail adds is really... Yeah, as I was adjusting the bottom of the tail, I realized the barb is kind of big, but remembered that I kind of made it big so that it would be up front a little bit, so... I'm hoping once I shade it and stuff, it won't look so weird. It does look a teensy bit awkward right now. The Other Side is my favorite song in the movie. Yes! That song was the reason I made that Noldaru. I was like, well... got that. That's his voice now. Yeah. Like, oh yeah. No, I knew what you were saying. I was saying that at first I thought it looked awkward, and then I was glad that I meant that I was glad that you said, hey, computer. Is there a universe in which you would like to, I don't know, work? I think my photos crashed. No. Tell it to quit, and then it should get mad at me. Can't quit. Photoshop, are you okay? Like, that was really friggin' weird. Okay. For some reason, Photoshop just, like, hung up there, and I couldn't draw or undo or anything. It was just like, no. Hey, Nuke, what's up? I'm gonna quit Photoshop and... That's abnormal. You're not up here doing anything, are you? 4 bytes. Try that again. For the 3rd time. Wanna work now? That'd be great. I'd like to finish this at some... There we go. Alright. So I don't know what that was. You guys probably were like, what is she freaking out about? Okay. Oh yeah, no problem. I want to help you guys out. Especially since there was a little bit of a confusion there. Which was... No, my stylus wasn't working. Like, I couldn't draw at, well, the stylus was working. It wasn't drawing any lines in Photoshop for, like, no reason all of a sudden. And so I scribbled just to try to get it to, like, do something. And it wasn't working still, so... Photoshop. I don't know why it was using all of my CPU for some reason, but whatever. The Discord account I'm on is not an account, it's an account that is not registered, and I'm not sure how it tells me I should register it before I lose it. I mean, you register using your email, I think. You have to, like, sign up with Discord and get an account. It's not a big deal, but it just saves that username so that you can have that as your username. That's all it is. Like, I have the Artsy Axolotl. I kind of feel like I should grab, like, a dummy account and maybe grab the Artsy Axolotl, just so that nobody else it. But it's not a big deal. You can use the temporary account. I don't know how the temporary account works because I just made my account way. And actually, I can show you here. Yeah, when I tried to open your thing the other night, yeah, here it is. Rock Pokemon. Your Rock Pokemon with Shiny opens up like this, and if I zoom out, there's nothing here. Like, this document doesn't have anything in it when you open it up in Google Drive. But Coco was able to get it to open and got them for me, and then you posted them, so it all ended up working out. But yeah, they don't... I guess... I'm guessing maybe it's something to do with the... I think it has something to do with the fact that the boxes are colored. That, like, maybe Google Drive doesn't know how to read the colored cells. Or doesn't know how to translate the colored cells into Google Drive format. I don't know. See you later, Lauren. Talk to you later. Have a good night at work. Very odd. Who knows? We got it figured out, so all is well. Alright, I think that's everybody. Alright. Let's get a background on here, and then we will record. Joint bend of Tamp's rear. Wasn't sure if it needed that. Or just in case. Alright. Back to the back. Yeah, I didn't fill it in initially because I didn't think it needed it, but I turned off the light. That does need that. Not on Discord works. You could have multiple people with identical names, but your ID number at the end is different. Oh, that's right. Gotcha. Like I said, I've had a while. It's been a while, so I've thought about doing that on other websites, though, like grabbing like blog names or whatever. Can't use. Or funky plants. That's right. Oh, it's too bad that plant looks... that bush was looking real nice. Alright, let's... Ooh. I'm gonna do the hill, and then I forgot about that. And then I'll do sketches over it. I think the path is probably gonna be pretty much this way. Like, I don't think there's another way for me to do the path, so... Path is gonna look pretty standard. Do you have any specific ideas of, like, what kind of style plants you want, or is it just go crazy? I'm even, like, just, like, Avatar versus... Do what your heart tells you, Nuke. I believe in you. Okay. There's the ground. Some point, that'd be great. What you guys doing? Sitting here looking at that 48%. Wait, there we go. What are you? Photoshop, I'm gonna need you to calm down. First of all. Alright. Turn off your sketch list. What kind of... I guess one question I would have is what kind of climate are you picturing this would be? Like, I was picturing, like, if it were a human thing, it would be, like, a nature trail at, like, your local park kind of thing. You know... deciduous trees, no dirt path, bushes, that kind of stuff. Like, I wasn't picturing, like, tropical or anything, but would you... That's something maybe you would have thought of. Or more northern, or kind of between. Climate-wise, somewhere between forest and rainforest jungle. Okay. That helps. Alright, so let's say we get, like... So I want to put, like, a bush here to identify this. So let's do... Oh, I don't know. Some kind of, like... Like I should do it. I mean, you could certainly use it for pixel art. I don't know why anybody would use, not just you specifically, I don't know why anybody would use Excel over Paint, but if it's working for you, I don't see why not. Okay, let's get, like, some kind of big twig. Could have Paint, it comes free with, Windows. Or it's called, like, Paint now or something like that. No, I have it. I have Windows 10. It's called Paint. Oh, you're on Mac. Not used to that. I think there's a Paint on Mac, though. I used one of these for a little while when I was on here to do. Oh, I'm gonna look it up. Paintbrush. That's the one. I'm pretty sure it's free. There you go. Let me grab that link. There you go. That program I've used before. It must not be through the App Store, though. Because... Got way too many carnivorous plants in mind, but I've given their evolutions of nutrient, energy, water transport systems to a new, unmanaged ecosystem post-apocalypse. I anticipate various levels of predatory reaction. Yeah, I mean, it sounds like you have ideas for a lot of predatory type things. Alright, let's get, like... I wouldn't just grab you a random link off the internet, is what I'm saying. I've definitely used that program, and I liked it. It's very much like Windows Paint. Yeah, I'm a little nervous about doing any kind of, like, plant type things. Look up, I'm just gonna toss one of these up here in the background as like that's some. Let's get like a over. Probably gonna cover that. I'm picturing like with a bunch of viney type things like that, like. You know what I'm saying? Spotlight. It's actually less of a problem of designing the plants and more fitting them into this composition. I'm gonna start from the top down. Is it bad that I'm watching Dragon Tales again for nostalgic reasons? Oh no, do it. Please, always do it. Oh, did you? Okay, sweet. Gotcha. Like, yeah, big flat leaves, yeah. Search James Cameron Avatar plants. I don't know what this is from, but something. Rough gestures. I'm not gonna worry about the design of the plant that much. I'll try to gesture in some shapes. I think having like a regular looking canopy would be fine though. Maybe they're like a different color, but I don't know, I think this would be regular canopy, but it's that, and then I could put some bushes in the front, so like you get your star-shaped leaf in this way. I like to use plants to frame the edges of things, if you hadn't noticed. I definitely forgot I had to draw a background on this. Like, I 100% just, my brain just bypassed that entirely. Oh, good, I'm glad I deleted the layer with the... A vine with motion lines snaking towards them from the right? Yeah, sure. I can do it. Gotta hug the Axolotl. Axolotl's always surprised when someone. Sure. Isn't it though? Also, hey Ron, what's up? How's it going? I'd rather do this than cityscapes, so like I can do cities, I just don't like to. That whole ability versus enjoyment, you know? Can I do it? Yeah. Is it fun sometimes? Sure. Is it my favorite thing to do? Yeah, doing that art thing. I actually wanted to work on a little bit of some stuff before I stream, but I gotta make a new announcement card for when I go live so I can on other social media, because I haven't really been doing that lately because my card's outdated. I need to fix it, but most of my cityscapes are overrun with plant life. I mean, that's fair. I feel like I'm gonna be able to have the most fun with this when I do color. What? What's happening? A Fev? What's up?
Hi there, D20.
Whoa, hey, computer. Do you wanna not when I haven't asked you to speak? What's up, guys? What's the rest of your stream? Didn't play much longer than I thought we're going to. I don't know. What up, Bird Squad? Oh, look at your little axolotl next to you. I don't know why I expected you to go a little bit longer than you ended up going. Yay, usual time. Focusing on plants. Alright, there we go. Got to Gel Land? Yes. Good. Get some lines in there. Boss me. That's gonna be a little hard to find down there. Without, like... I can do it, I just... Alright, there we go. Okay, I think that's a pretty good start. So let's see how far I get into line arting before I want to dial it. Yes, do some more art. Oh, hey, I was meaning to ask you, did you want to do the, Foxtrot, did you want to do the art for your, bring up that apple. Did you want to do the art for your, the Jackrabbit, Pokemon that you came up with? Or do you want somebody else to do that? I saw it on the list and I was kind of thinking about doing it next stream. I don't know what we're working on next Sunday or next Saturday, so I was just wondering if you were planning on doing that one, since it was the idea you came up with. Yeah, take your time. Definitely don't stress yourself out over it. It's not a big deal. Like, this is such a casual project. Alrighty. I just wanted to check and see if you had any plans to do it. Let's start somewhere. Like, start with this thing. You actually yeah, you suggested it and I liked it, so I grabbed it. I just wasn't sure if you wanted to do it. But it's in there if you want it. I mean, anything that gets left unclaimed, I will eventually do, but... Final Fantasy 15? I've never played a Final... So, fun fact, I've never played a Final Fantasy game, ever. It's never been a franchise that really interested me, and I don't know why. Not that there's anything wrong with it. It seems fine. For some reason, I've never... Well, I know why I've never played one, I just don't know why I've never attempted to pick one up. I've never played one because I didn't grow up with PlayStation, so I didn't have anything... I didn't really have a way to play Final Fantasy. I may spend the entire stream doing this. Final Fantasy really lets me expand my imagination and get a lot of world-building scope from my exposure to huge world. Like, I gotcha. Ah, soup. Good. Soup time. Welcome back. You guys can do as many as you want. I'm not picky. Are there any that still speak to you? That feels too, like, normal tree that way. But I guess... Like, I feel like a lot of the cool, like, stuff is gonna come from... color more than anything else. Especially at this angle, because at this angle it's hard for me to show any of the plants, really. Allow me a moment to be OCD for a second. Let me just close that and try... Like, I feel like I could push it a little more and not have it just, like, a generic tree. 33. You know? Let's also... I got some good gestures in, so I kind of have an idea of, like, the angle of everything and, like... I don't know, how stuff's gonna lay in, so let's... I'm gonna take it a little slower this time and try to, like, actually flesh out, like... Come up to, like, sure. I don't know where the rest of it. Flesh out the branches, and this needs to come up to, like... I think making them all twisty kind of helps. Any good idea why I say I couldn't find a video that shows a lot more Final Fantasy? Oh. And what if actually like flesh these out into like because they're kind of far away because they're up real high, so like get like one big tree in here. No? You know what I'm saying? These leaves I don't think I'll give as much definition. Ones that are a little further back. I always try to cut corners with, like, plants and things. Trying not to this time. Yeah, I'll totally check it out. I realized I'm gonna have to, like, decide on plants and things for Lorhandle, too. Not sure I've got that yet. Alright, I'm kinda already digging this better. Welcome hanging vines and moss. Like you started. Oh yeah. No, I'm gonna add more of that kind of stuff. I gotta fill everything in first. I have a tendency to be too vague though, and I'll only draw like the couple of trees in the front and then not draw anything else because I don't want to. Really probably start drawing things. Awesome, this good here. Twisty tree in here. Sorry, this stream's been a lot of me babbling about what it is that I'm drawing as I'm drawing it. It helps me work out where I'm placing objects if I, like, talk to myself a whole bunch like that. Alright, let's get some hanging vines this side, and then I'll go back to line. I think I'm happier with this. Of course, we gotta get Snaky Vine Friend in over here. That was the only thing I maybe shouldn't have. Alright. Let me try line ironing again and see if this works a little better. I went a little bit cleaner this time, so... I was having a little trouble, like, figuring out how to line art the other one. I think that was my problem, so... Try this instead. Googly, what's up? How's it going? We're working on trees and stuff. Watching the newest Avengers movie, but now I'm here to look at trees and stuff. Yay! Oh yeah, I was gonna ask, is Infinity War out on DVD now? I didn't think it was supposed to come out for a while, but I think I maybe also just lost track of time. Oh, Blu-ray. It came out on DVD, Blu-ray, and digital. Gotcha. There was some kind of, like, confusion with, Come out about 2 months after the cinema release. Gotcha. I had a little bit of confusion with Black Panther, because I wanted to get Black Panther on Blu-ray, but it came out on digital, like, way before it came out on Blu-ray, which was weird. Yeah, maybe that's what it was, that it was available to stream. Of course, I don't have a Blu-ray player, so it doesn't. For like 25 bucks, gotcha. Come out on the TV 2 weeks ahead of time. Oh, okay. Infinity War is available at my local dollar theater. You should totally go see it if you like the Avengers movies. I mean, that's kind of a must-see if you've been following Avengers and any of the Marvel movies, I would think. I mean, in my opinion, it's a must-see. It's not my favorite. My favorite being Thor Ragnarok, but it is still one of the best Marvel, in my opinion. Like, if you asked me what my one favorite movie was and I could only pick one, it would absolutely be Thor Ragnarok, but it's still incredible, I thought. I have a dilemma where I could buy all of Dragon Tales as well as a few other older shows that just rocked, but I don't know if I should get them or keep my savings until I'm back over 2,000 of my savings. I mean, how much are they? Because whether or not I tell you what my answer will depend on how much they cost. I mean, if they're like 10 bucks and that's not gonna kill you, I say why not? But like, for me, 10 bucks is nothing, so. $35. Follow your butt. That's your advice. How does your butt give good advice? Remember that. Do what the heart of your butt tells you. Oh, okay. Well, there you go. You got some quality advice from Flugly. For me, trying to build up a savings, I think 35 is kind of a lot, personally. Are they not, like, available to pirate on, like, YouTube? That's always my go-to. I always check, see if I can get things for free before I purchase them. The pirating stuff doesn't bug me when it's older stuff, because nobody's buying it anyway. I'm gonna turn the background off a little bit and see how that tree next to them. I think it looks pretty good. Yeah, old Looney Tunes. Looney Tunes just in general was great. I used to love, like, Looney Tunes and stuff like that when I was a kid. I think everybody did, though. My favorite was the Michigan J. Frog episode. I don't remember that one. Although it sounds great. Plan here was to cover where they connect to the branch. So. I'm gonna open it and watch it later. You guys can check. Wait, it's 40. I recognize the frog.
Hello, my baby.
Yes.
Hello, my honey. Hello, my ragtime gal. Send me a kiss, my wife. Baby, my heart's on fire. If you refuse me, honey, you lose me. Then you'll be left alone. Oh, baby, telephone and tell me I'm your own.
Oh, I'm sure it would be. That's why I opened it on my other computer and tried not to have the sound up too loud. I'm going to be actively avoiding opening most things on my laptop, or on my, my laptop from now on, in order to avoid, copyright strikes that close the whole video. If I lose the audio, it's not like the world, but having the entire video blocked in all countries kinda stinks. So. I will no longer be showing video on here. Yeah, that episode, though. Man, I don't remember Looney Tunes as well as I thought I did, though, because, I mean, like, I sort of recognize it, but not that much. Like, I recognize the frog, and I recognize him singing the song, but... It's a Coco! What's up, Coco? Welcome. I sort of like this better than generic fluff. I suppose at some point I'm going to have to connect these to something, so let's bite it in the butt now. We are working on the background for Riarkras. The problem is that tree does not look like it's in perspective, which is a problem. Like, I dig it, but it doesn't look like it's in perspective. I'm gonna keep drawing the leaves and see if I can fix that, but might have to. Background, it's... thought it was good. It sucks because it... Perspective hard. I could put a rock in front of the tree. I don't know how much that will help the current situation, but I could do that. I think I need to make the tree bigger. That would help. Hands in the tree's pockets, yes! Bear with me. This is my process for backgrounds. My process for backgrounds involves me drawing the same background like 6 times in a row until I like the way it looks. Rarely does it ever come out right the first time, and honest to God, like, it's so frustrating for me doing, like, landscape stuff because every time I finish something, I immediately remember something that I wish I would have done. So it's like a process. Doesn't look right. It... Angry groaning. Why is perspective so hard, though? Like, it's not even this particular piece. It's just perspective in general is so hard. The original. Oh, thanks for the bits, Flugly. I think the trees that are next to Niall... You know what? I think the trees in general need to take up more space. I think that's part of the problem. Like, I don't think the plants are taking up as much room as they need to be taking up. I think because they're... I don't know, they feel very small at the moment. That makes sense? Like... Got my shiny Umbreon, his name is Bright, and he's the goodest boy. Excellent. Yeah, I didn't know that the Pokemon had to stay your buddy when you evolved them, so I fucked up my Espeon. So that was unfortunate, but... I will just try again. The whole evolving Eevee thing just kinda sucks in general. Like... They made that as hard as physically possible. It's not like it tells you in-game how to get those. Like, I genuinely don't know how anybody even figured out that that's how you get those Pokemon. Like, When did they tell us that you have to walk Eevee 10,000 kilometers and then evolve it during the day or the night in order to get it? When? I definitely do not remember that. Yeah, you have to watch, or I don't know where I got 10,000 from. 10 kilometers. It's like a 10k egg. I think. Oh yeah, yeah, 10,000. It's the same as a 10k egg. Whatever that is. I don't know. A lot for a shiny. It's a lot for anything. You have to walk a 10k. You basically have to walk just 10 kilometers. There you go. I'm used to the K denoting 1,000, so that's why I always say 10,000. But I guess that's incorrect, and I should stop saying that. Because I guess the K stands for kilometers and not for 1,000. So, yeah. The thing that pisses me off about it, though, like, all that aside, is that somebody figured it out. They didn't even say, you have to walk your Eevee and then evolve it, and then somebody figured out, oh, daytime's Umbreon, whatever. Like, somebody just had to figure that out. Like, they weren't even, like, remotely anywhere close to telling us about it. Like, I feel like that's kind of an important piece of information you should tell people. Like, I think it's stupid that they didn't even, like, try to tell us. I don't know. Yeah, why does Eevee ride on your shoulder? It's weird. I like it, but it's weird. Like, just randomly, it's like, oh yeah, Eevee rides on your shoulder, by the way. I don't know. It just... Nintendo, what the fuck? Or not Nintendo, Niantic, what the fuck? Like, there's some stuff they walk you... Like, they, like, hold your hand through the whole thing. And then there's other stuff where they're like, figured out dicks. Yeah, I think that's what was bugging me. I think the trees weren't big enough, and so, like, from, like, just looking at the background, the trees looked fine, but from, like, I actually have to draw this in relation to the other characters' perspective, it didn't look right. Because that tree was almost the same size as... Well, not how it should be. I don't know. That feels better to me. I mean, it's getting a little tropical. I don't know if that's a problem. Some of the draping foliage could slightly obscure the characters for more depth. Yeah. Yeah, so I didn't know the Umbreon still had to, or the Eevee still had to be your buddy when you evolved it. I actually kind of, I don't know why I thought this, but I kind of thought that maybe, I kind of almost had this idea, and I don't know where I got that information, from, but I almost kind of thought you couldn't evolve them when they were your buddy. I think probably because you can't do a lot of things when you have a buddy out. Like, you can't transfer them if they're your buddy, or you can't, like I don't know, That's the main thing, is that you can't transfer them if you're walking them, but like, I don't know, somewhere along the lines, I guess somewhere I must have thought that no, you can't evolve them while you're keeping them, but there's steps when you evolve them as your buddy. Yeah, you can't put them in gyms, like there's stuff you can't do with them when they're your buddy. So I guess I just kind of assumed that they can't be your, you can evolve them when they're a buddy either. But I was incorrect. So my point is don't listen to me about stuff. Don't, because I probably don't know what's going on. So. Lotl, Rattata, and Meowth. Yeah, get used to that. If you're a 2.5 out of 3 and you evolve them, it goes to 0. Oh, yeah. Yeah, get used to seeing Meowth. Because that's pretty much all you're gonna see. I've been hatching those eggs for weeks now, and I think I've seen, like, I don't know, 1 Alolan Vulpix. Yeah, I got my first one, like, a couple days ago. Now. Oh, you know when it was? It was during the Shiny Articuno event. That event where there was like a million little, where you could get like, where all the raids were Articuno. Oops. Alright, that's my favorite one so far. Keeps being different. Mostly. It stinks though, because I have an Alolan Geodude, but I can't evolve it because I don't have enough candy for it. And I was walking it for a while, but like, walking them for candy is like the worst thing ever. Nothing gets enough experience for that. Yeah, they're 1 kilometer, but, like, I don't get to go out and walk that much, so... Like, for me, that's a lot. It's gonna take me like a million years to get one of those back up. Better than 20, yeah. Well, yeah, that's what everybody was saying, like, in the local raid group. They're like, oh yeah, walk your legendaries to get candies. And I'm like, why would I walk my legendaries for candies? Like, you're hardly gonna get any. Tired. $17K into a single Articuno candy, and I'm not swapping because I'm this far already. Yeah, they're not worth it. I had somebody. Yeah, it's definitely better to use the rare candies for them. But, like... I had somebody at my first Mewtwo raid. I got a bunch of rare candies, and after I'd caught Mewtwo, I used like the 2 candies that I got or whatever it was to get Machamp, because I didn't have a Machamp yet. It was like one of the only like normal Pokemon that I was missing, because I just never see Machop, so I could not get my Machoke to evolve. And so I used the candies to give it a couple extra candies, and some guy saw me doing it, and he was like, "Why are you using your rare candies on a Machamp? Like, only use them on legendaries. The rare candies are only for legendary." I'm like, the fucking rare candies are for whatever the fuck you want them to be for. Get off my back. I cheat and just drive 15 miles per hour down a long back road. I thought about doing that today, actually, because, like, I'm never gonna get an EV backup. Because, like, when we were walking around for Community Day, I had an EV on, so today, when we went for a walk at lunch, I only had to walk it another, like, 2 kilometers after all the walking we did on Community Day. But now it's like, relaxing doing it at midnight when no one's out driving. How long does it typically take at that time of night going that speed, out of curiosity? Like, is it a fairly quick process, or like... Because I would totally drive in circles in my neighborhood if I knew I could do it in like 15, 20 minutes. Like, but I don't want to be driving all over my neighborhood at midnight for it to take like... I have thought about doing that, though. I have also thought about downloading a spoofing app again. I missed that. It made my life a lot easier. One mile per... You guys forget that I'm not good with numbers, and so 15 miles an hour means nothing to me. 1 mile per 10 minutes, roughly, at that speed. So it would take you an hour to get an Umbreon up. That's good to know, though. Got that whole math thing going on. Can't be me. Axie gets pulled over for driving suspiciously. Cops ask her why. She says she's playing Pokemon Go. We actually had that happen one time. I'm not even joking. I didn't get pulled over by the cops, but, I was at a raid, at a parking lot near a Best Buy. There was, like, a sculpture or something in the parking lot, and so there was, like, 6 of us all parked around, like, standing around outside near the sculpture, and a cop pulled up and was like, "You guys okay? What's going on over here?" And we were like, "Oh, there's a raid about to go on here. We're playing Pokemon Go on our phones, so we're not, like, getting into trouble." And he laughed, and then we asked if he wanted to do it with us, and he got out of the car, and he did it. Like, he did the raid with us. It was kind of awesome. And then he was like, "Stay out of trouble." Hop thing. Hop and has to do it. I have no shiny Eevees left, so... He can have my shiny Squirtles. The cop who pulled me over can have my shiny Squirtles. I got like 1 million of them. "15 miles is 24 kilometers, so you would get over 6 kilometers per 10 minutes. Oh, so if I drove 15 miles an hour for 10 minutes, I would have almost a whole Eevee. Or a whole Umbreon. That's not too bad. Wish I could trade you my Corsola. I wish you could trade me your Corsola too. I still think it's BS that you can't trade with friends, like global friends, from long distance. And I understand why they did it. I do. I get that they did it so that people can't steal your shit. But I think that if you are an ultra friend with somebody, you should absolutely be allowed to trade long distance. Got 1 shiny Squirtle, I got a few shiny Eevees, and 1 shiny Larvitar. Long distance trading needs to be a thing. Absolutely. I think it's BS that you can't do it with long distance people, even if you're ultra friends. I mean, the trading just in general is just kind of annoying. Yeah, and maybe one per day. Yeah. Like, you can do it once per day if you're an ultra friend with them. And if you, and just like shinies, you know, you can only do one special long distance trade per day. Have a good night, Fleetly. I'm a hair away from level 3 with friends with apple gravy. I'm really bad at gifts, so I'm not high. I'm very. But the thing is like, I know there's people in the Discord that like Jace, for example. I know Jace doesn't really live in an area where there's a lot of Pokestops, so there's not a lot of Pokemon. And I would love to trade, I would love to trade him stuff. Like, I would love to give him, like, you know, my regionals in exchange for their regionals. Like, I don't know, but I can't, because you can't do long distance, which is stupid. I would love to give you guys my shiny Squirtles, like, you know, I would give them away to you guys. I have more than I know what to do with. Problem is that the trade takes stupid sums of Stardust. They don't take as stupid high sums of Stardust if you are ultra friends with someone. Like a girl told me yesterday that she got a Torkoal from somebody she was ultra friends with, which is the max level, for like 6,000 Stardust or something like that. It was either 6 or 6. I don't remember, but it, like, not as much as I was expecting it to be, I guess. Yeah, I try to keep up with sending you, like, some of you guys gifts, because I know a couple people in the Discord have trouble, like, getting out, or don't have Pokestops to get items at, so there's a couple people that I try really hard to remember to give gifts to, but honestly, half the time I forget the gifts. I never need them. I know they're good for experience and all that, but, like, I'm drowning in Alola eggs, so... I wish now that Alolan Pokemon eggs come out of the, come out of gifts like that, I also wish you could discard eggs. Like, I wish the ability to discard eggs was... Because sometimes I don't want to hatch an Alolan egg. It takes a billion years. Hey Rue, what's up? How's it going? Realized, like, it's sinking in how hot it is. When I got home from work, it was like my thermostat said it was 80 in the house, but it felt like 75, and I don't know why. But I was like, this is fine. I'm comfortable as long as it's not running a bunch. But it was cold. I actually was a little bit cold almost. Now I'm hot again. House, you need to make up your mind. Also, for Snorlax at Tier 1 Friends was 20,000 Stardust. It depends. Some of it depends, too, on, whether or not the thing is new. Like, I think it costs more if you're filling in a deck space. Brings on the Pokecoins, yes. Snorlax making that money. How's it going, Rue? What you been up to? It's been a very Pokemon-filled day. Hey, Ryakra's got things. So if I were to trade regional Pokemon that I don't have good friend, it's 20. Okay, so 20. So actually 20,000 is pretty good. That shiny unknown Pokemon is 1,000,000 Stardust, which is wild. Or pulled it from Reddit. Good. Oh yeah, they did. Yep. But it only costs 8,000 if you're best friends, so at least there's that. I still think you should be allowed to trade if you're max friendship with somebody. One of so I actually left, when I left work yesterday, I drove, like, as fast as I could back down to where I live, because there were some people that were out doing the Registeel raids, and I was like, I need a Registeel still, and they were like, we can wait for you. I was like, it could take me a while, and they were like, don't worry, we'll wait, because it had like an hour on it. Like, it hadn't hatched yet, it had like 40 minutes to hatch, and so I was like, I think I can be there in 40 minutes, if you guys wouldn't mind waiting. So they did, and they were super nice about it. I ended up being like 50 minutes. It almost took me an hour to get. So they waited like 20 minutes. So nice. But while we were doing that, I was talking to the one girl that was there, and I was like, what do people in the local community usually trade for? Because, like, I kind of want to get regionals from some people, but I don't really have any good Pokemon to give people. I don't really have anything that's worth anything. You know, like, I don't really keep extras of Pokemon, and even if I did, I wouldn't have anything worth giving. You know, like, who gives a shit about Rapidash or Golem? You know, everybody who's gonna want anything for something as rare as a regional is gonna want, like, in my mind, they're gonna want something crazy like a legendary, and I don't have any for legendary. She was like, sometimes you'll find people who have just a billion regionals and just want to share them, and they'll be super nice and just give or whatever, but that most people want legendaries because they want higher CP legendaries from when it re-rolls. When I go to Taiwan, I will get you a Farfetch'd. Is that what FARF stands for? I have a Farfetch'd. That's actually the only regional I have, is the Farfetch'd. I got it from that event they did last year, that if the global community caught like 1 billion Pokemon, they would release I think it was Farfetch'd for everywhere except for Japan, and then Japan was Kangaskhan, I want to say. Ooh, a 10k. Those are good. takes a while to hatch them, but they're nice. All right, I'm liking the way this is looking a lot better, by the way. You came to my stream for art, and you guys got bombarded with Pokemon. Again. Oh yeah, speaking of Pokemon, I'm really excited to play Pokemon tomorrow night. Like, I leveled up the rest of the team this afternoon, and they looking real good, first of all. Oh, you didn't get out for it, gotcha. Name is Soup. I don't know what I did, but I'm Soup. Here, I'll get some leaves on it. Yeah, there we go. Bring that back. Give your farm. I don't have any extra. Let me do. I genuinely didn't think they were gonna give us trading, so I wasn't like, and also I don't know, I didn't feel like planning ahead for that, like in case they gave us trading, so I didn't actually really keep it. I'm not good at keeping extras. It makes me anxious to see like a whole bunch of Pokemon like that. Like, I just want to have one of everything, and I was very particular about that. If I had an extra Farfetch'd, I would give it. Alright, it's a little bit hot in here, and I'm starting to get tired, so I'm gonna leave it at this. So I will finish up the line art next time. I didn't expect to fight the background so much. So I will finish this, yeah, I'll finish this tomorrow, or not tomorrow, Thursday. We'll finish this Thursday, we'll get Lauren's line art finished on Thursday, and then by next week we should be ready to do color on everything, and then this should go a lot quicker, because I'm pretty fast at color. Oh, and stuff and things. Grab, Ando's doing. Go see what Ando's up to. So yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow for Soul Silver. We're gonna take on the Elite Four. We are ready to go. We have done the most that we can to get ready for it, so I will be doing that tomorrow. And then Thursday, obviously, more commissions, like I said. So, hanging out with me. You guys are super cool. And I will see. Check out what Ando's doing. Axie Stack, hopping in.